Illinois has become one of the worst states to live in, and here's why.
Of Springfield, the Illinois Senate has passed an assault weapons ban.
The clock is ticking on this legislative session, nearly 48 hours to go. Democrats putting the pedal to the metal to pass their agenda. They spent the day negotiating a bill banning assault weapons and high-capacity magazines from being manufactured or sold in the state. A House version passed last week. A Senate version negotiated today faced criticism for not being tough.
There you go. You heard it. Illinois passed the assault weapons ban. Assault weapons last night. I'm very upset, very fucking mad. They said that they know this will not deter crime, but this is just something, a tool that they can use.
Senate President Harmon concedes the ban won't end gun violence.
We don't pretend that it will, but it is an additional tool to curb the flow of firearms into our communities.
And Harmon's ready for a fight.
We'll see you in court.
All you dumb motherfuckers, you dumb stupid people in Illinois, you're stupid. Mom action, whatever the fuck the mom's demanding action or whatever, mom action demand, whatever the fuck that organization called. You ain't from an area that's plagued by violence. You're not around that. So how dare you disrespect the Second Amendment? Just because you don't like guns, go somewhere else where you can die. Where your family can die. Don't have no guns. Move somewhere else. You have the money to, though. We don't. They say that an AR-15 is a weapon of war. It is not. It is not used in war. If I'm not mistaken, it's the M4 and another rifle. It is not the AR-15. There's people that think AR and AR-15 stand for assault rifle. No such thing as assault rifle. Well, it is such thing as assault rifle. It's a fully automatic machine gun. They're targeting AR-15 to prevent mass shootings. But only 3% of mass shootings have been done with AR-15 or so-called assault rifles. It's facts. Majority of it been handguns. You go to the FBI website and look up crime in Illinois. Crime that has been committed with AR-15s or assault style weapons is only 60 in 2021. Hand-to-hand combat was first. Handguns was second. But they're attacking something they don't know nothing about. J.B. Pritzker, you're a clown. You ain't even from Illinois. You from California. I get it. People get what they vote for. If you don't know, it's lasting job production. It's lasting job production. There is no stand your ground law. There is no self-defense laws here. They make it super hard for you to get a conceal and carry. People cannot defend themselves. But y'all wanna take away guns and make all these law-abiding citizens felons. I'm gonna just take it here for a second. I don't like making things racial, but I want to speak to the black and brown communities in Illinois. They already don't want us to have guns. I'm gonna just be 100 with you. The Democrat Party using y'all? Do y'all understand that? No, you don't. The Democratic Party used y'all to get that fucking law passed, and y'all don't give a fuck. Motherfuckers been dying in black and brown communities for decades here. But one weirdo was mad at the world because his SoundCloud career didn't pop off. He go commit a fucking horrible atrocity, killing kids and innocent people at a parade, and they go get y'all. Wouldn't that make you want to get guns to protect yourself and push for looser gun laws so you can protect you and your family? I'm from Chicago. I'm from the west side, the North Austin area. I grew up Chicago Avenue Central and Augusta and Mason. I've been paranoid my whole life. People think that crime can't happen to them. I don't know if y'all know about Highland Park, Illinois. It's where all the celebrities, athletes, prestigious people stay. They didn't give a fuck what happened in these black and brown communities or just poor communities in general in Chicago. People die every day on the west side. People die every day out south. People die every day up north. People die every day over east. People die every day in these fucked up suburbs surrounding Chicago every day. Don't nobody care. I know that's another thing. This is not going to stop crime. And I seen a video of somebody saying it at the fucking Senate. This is not going to deter crime, but this is a tool that we can use.
In the end, a new bill was approved that not only bans new sales of the weapons, but requires current owners of the firearms to register them with state police. It also limits how many rounds can be loaded in at once and bans the sale of devices that can turn semi-automatic weapons into essentially machine guns. Opponents argue that guns don't kill people, people kill people.
You heard it, right? You'll have to register your firearm, your serial numbers. It'll be in a database. Meaning, ATF can come to your house and take your gun anytime they want to. If Illinois say, yo, we just want to ban all of them, you just can't even have them. ATF can come confiscate your gun and don't give you no money back for it. Now, they didn't change nothing with the FOID card. You can still get a FOID card when you're 18. because the FOIA card was deemed unconstitutional, and Illinois still passed it. Born and raised in Chicago, I love it here. This law gonna make it I have to leave. I gotta leave my fucking home. I just got back here. Do you understand how fucked up this is going to be? They even said it at the Senate.
Senate President Don Harmon concedes the ban won't end gun violence.
We don't pretend that it will.
You heard it. This is going to make people felons. A lot of people ain't gonna register their guns. I don't wanna be on a fucking database, man. I'm not a fucking criminal. I'm not a fucking terrorist. I'm none of that. If I didn't make it to the age of 30 to become a felon, bro, they already passed the fucking Safety Act, man. They're making everything dangerous because the police here in Chicago, I don't know about Illinois, you know, downstate mid-Illinois, they ain't dealing with this. But here in Chicago, the police don't do nothing. They don't do their job because they scared to get lawsuits. They scared to lose their job. They scared to do all this. Motherfuckers having shootouts in front of police. Now, when I was young, I'll be 100. I can say this. I'm a changed man. I was in the streets when I was younger. When you were a kid, undeveloped mind, you don't know. There really wasn't no outlets for us. I'm from Chicago. If y'all ain't from Chicago, look at a fucking documentary. There's no outlets there. There's absolutely none. Now, YMCA's is closed and ain't no after school programs. I was in the streets, right? Everybody has a fucking gun here. I went through the process and almost had to spend $1,000 to get my shit, my CCL, my concealed carry. And then, you know, they talking about these guns coming from Indiana. And you know, I was highly mistaken. I had to educate myself on this topic. Majority of guns still comes from inside of Illinois. 30% only comes from Indiana border. So I mean, a lot gonna come in now. They stopping to sell assault weapons, made up word. So more guns gonna come in. We got Wisconsin, Iowa, Kentucky, Indiana, Missouri. This ain't gonna stop crime in Chicago at all. Bob Morgan, you were a clown. You was pushing it so hard, but you wasn't pushing when 200 people got shot and 20 people died a couple years ago, 4th of July. You was not pushing for that, but you was pushing when violence met a predominantly white neighborhood.
We don't ban automobiles when someone drives through a crowd at a parade. We don't ban knives, hatchets, baseball bats. But here we are, because we're going to feel good about passing this legislation and moving it forward when it doesn't address the real issue. And the real issue is the individual.
I've been saying this forever. It's the individual. It's not the gun. Mental illness is everywhere. But especially in Chicago, mental illness plagues this city, bro. The leading causes of depression, one of them is environmental stress, child trauma. The thing that makes me mad about this, man, they call AR-15s weapons of war. And it's specifically a civilian weapon. It's not a weapon of war. They don't use that on the battlefield. Shit, I can tell you, it's pistols used on the battlefield, bro. Are you calling them assault weapons? No, you're not. Cause just cause y'all don't like how a weapon look, y'all wanna get rid of it. You should educate people. These kids ain't educated in school no more. Schools ain't even really open here in Illinois. Let's be honest. You cutting all the fucking schools and all this for the kids. Y'all don't wanna educate them. All of this killing, all of this is dealing with poverty and ignorance. Again, it's the individual, it ain't the gun. You know what's the best slogan to say when you walking up in any place to get some business done? What's the business? This is the best slogan you can have, and when you walk in with one of these shirts like this lets people know that you own business. This lets people know, oh, I see what type of time he on. He or she is about making their money. Make sure you go grab you t-shirt, crew neck, hoodie, pillowcase. You can go to sleep thinking about business and money and everything. Shower curtain, everything on Teesprings. The link will be in the description. Make sure you check it out. It's fire. Do you feel me, gang? Hey, Chicago is now Gotham City.